You want to kiss my egg?
I'm not kissing no egg.
Suit yourself.
One of the most important things you need to take with you on a bike ride is this thing right here. This is my saddlebag, and this is from AliExpress. This thing is quite literally a ride saver or even a lifesaver. When you're out on the road cycling, having the right tools can make all the difference. If you're going to face a flat tire, which you likely will on your bike ride, because everyone faces a flat sooner or later, you'll definitely want to have this handy. You don't want to be that guy on a group ride who asks for a spare tube or a pump or even tools that you should have on your own. This thing is one of the most important things that I carry on my ride every single day. Trust me, you don't have to break the bank to have yourself covered with a saddlebag and mini toolkit with spares. Most of these items in here have been purchased from AliExpress. Let's dive into it to see what's inside. Alright, so here is the saddlebag Kong Ming Car. Personally, I'm not a fan of the logo and, this bit, but overall, the actual saddlebag itself is really nice in my opinion so far. I haven't used it for too long though, so I can't speak to the longevity of it. It does seem like it has a waterproof zipper lining, and I have ridden in the rain with this before and it's held up so far. I don't believe there was any water inside, so that is a plus right there. Now, it does use the similar type of boa dial system, so you go ahead and pull to release, and basically you can just loosen this up, and now this clasp is held in place. We just unclasp that, and this is the saddlebag. So it's actually really easy to assemble and to put on your saddle rails. So in order to tighten this, to close this, you just fit this clasp back like so, and you push in the boa dial and it just tightens it. So yeah, it's not bad. It's a good design in my opinion and keeps it in place. This is how it's set up. I'm gonna remove the saddlebag. Just like a boa dial, you pull, loosen, and I'll go on the other side to show you. But basically, this side of the clip, you can see right here, you just loosen this from here, like so, and you basically just release it from there. And this is pretty much the saddlebag. Like, it's really compact, and I find that it works really well for what it is. Not too shabby in terms of the size. So 2.5 by 4 by 6. Not too bad. It's not the biggest, it's not the smallest, but it fits everything that I need. It fits nice and well underneath my saddle. Really easy to get to, and I do like how it kind of comes together. It's pretty easy to remove from the saddle rails. I mean, I'm sure this radar light is not helping for the video, but you get the point. So yeah, basically go ahead and loop this on like this. That kind of locks it in place, and you go ahead and press, and just like a boa dial, you lock it up like so. And so as you can see from this side, it's also kind of like locking in place. And I'd say I do it tight enough just so that it doesn't move, but honestly it's been quite secure. I also like that my Magine L508 is kind of in the way, so it kind of keeps it there, but I think it's still okay without that in the back. But yeah, this is a nice saddlebag. It's not aerodynamic by any means, but we're not trying to race or anything like that. This is the empty saddlebag, and on its own it's 103 grams just for the bag. All right, so we'll just go ahead and open this up now to see what's inside. All right, so what's in my saddlebag? And the zipper seems to be of decent quality. So what we have here is we've got a divider here, we've got the main compartment, and also a strap here to hold some accessories. Now on this side, I've got my charging cable for my wheel top electronic group set. I've got a CR2032 battery, and this is mostly to ensure that I have an extra battery for my shifter just in case. Right here we've also got a Canadian nickel because this helps me to remove my shifter hood battery compartment. So these are for my wheel top group set, 21 grams for the wheel top accessories. Now what we have here is we've got this handy dandy little multi-tool set, and it's in this little sleeve right here. And actually I've got one more thing in here, this right here. So this thing right here is a mini multi-tool set from, I believe, Ryder Ace. This multi-tool actually comes in this little case and pouch. Technically you could use this as a solo toolkit, but I just want to put it in the saddlebag, so this is what you get in this mini pouch. But let's go ahead and see if we can remove this wheel. So disc wheels usually take the 6mm hex key. Now I will say this magnet here in this multi-tool for Ryder Ace, it is quite strong. It's pretty much in there, and you have to pull at a decent amount of force to get it out. So the force is strong within this. This is what it looks like. And you can tighten or loosen depending on which way you set the ratchet switch to. So let's go ahead and do that again. So I'm going to go ahead and loosen this. Okay, this is on tighten. So there you go, just like that. So really easy to use. You can definitely loosen and tighten a wheel, so that's nice to see. I think that's good enough. Enough torque for this. So this is, again, the Ryder Ace, and it's nice and convenient. And you can go all the way down to, let's say, H3, the 3mm bit for your disc brake. Very good thing to have. I'm not actually going to loosen it because I don't want to loosen it, but this is it. Okay, we're going to use the 8mm hex to see if we can remove the pedal. Oh. Ah, it worked. You see that? I've actually managed to loosen the pedal. So there's a bonus there. This works as a pedal wrench too for Look Keo pedals with 8mm hex. The benefit is that it also has this extension piece right here, so that's really nice to have. This is a really nice and handy little tool set, especially the small footprint that it takes up in this bag. It seems to be pretty high quality materials. I especially like this set because it's got everything ranging from the 2mm hex key all the way to an 8mm hex key. It's even got the Torx, which I don't really have Torx on my bike, but you know, it's nice to have. So there's also the Phillips head 2 and the flathead. They call this SL, but this is the flathead. So you've got the whole set of tools all in your arsenal that fits right in this tool bag. So really neat to have for the mini multi-tool kit, 154 grams. Okay, now moving on, we've got the Ride Now TPU tubes. I've got 2 spare tubes, and these are the new version of the Ride Now TPU tubes, their latest version. If you've seen my video is up here. Now these I have reviewed, and they've been performing really well on my Higgy bike. I haven't had to replace them or swap them because I haven't had a flat yet, knock on wood. It's always good to have spares because you never know. You might get a flat, you might get 2 in one ride, so these definitely need to be in your saddlebag. 2 Ride Now TPU tubes, 73 grams, so it's about 36.5 grams each. Now I have a pair of Nitrol gloves just in case. Now these are for, let's say I need to work on my bike and don't want to get my hands dirty, or even for cold winter rides, I can wear these under a pair of my gloves and they'll keep my fingers and digits warm. Something to note, and they don't really take up much space in the saddlebag, so these are a hot tip for you. 8 grams for the Nitrol gloves. Now next up we've got the tire levers. I do have a set of tire levers. I find that sometimes you don't need two, but it's always good to have two. These are the Ryder Ace tire levers, and honestly they are pretty good in terms of what they are. They are pretty strong, and these come in handy when you're replacing your tube. They have the holes for the spokes if you want to use two levers. These are rounded edges so that you don't pierce your tubes, and I believe they kind of nest in like this, so you could potentially save some more space that way. These are definitely a must-have in your saddlebag. Two Ryder Ace tire levers, 25 grams, about 12.5 grams each. And last but not least, we've also got a Cyplus Pump, and this one is in its waterproof bag. And this here, I personally use this a lot. These are in replacement of, let's say, your CO2 cartridges. I find that this is a great tool for pumping up a tire from flat or topping up air in your tire. This is a must-have in my opinion. It saves having to carry on CO2. I'm not gonna lie, CO2 is great for its purpose when it's required. However, this, you can actually travel with this, and I have traveled with this before, and because it's battery powered, you can take it on an airplane. However, CO2 cartridges, you won't be able to take them on your plane, so you'd have to either get to your destination and buy a new set of CO2 cartridges, or you can just take this bad boy right here. So I have reviewed the Cyplus AS2 Pro Max bike pump. Link is up here for the video, and yeah, this has been really good. You just have to make sure you keep this charged, topped up, but overall, this bad boy can pump many tires, and it's really quick to inflate as well. Oh, yep. This is their largest pump, and it actually fits in my saddlebag. We've got the Cyplus inflator, which is a whopping 256 grams. All right, so let's go ahead and pack the saddlebag with all of our toolkits. So first things first, we'll go ahead and put the Cyplus air pump. I'll fit it this way. And we've got our two Ride Now TPU tubes, just like that. We've got our set of tire levers we'll put on this side. And we'll also shove in the Nitrol Gloves, so that's that. And then on this side, we'll put in the Ryder Ace Multitool, ratchet multi-tool with the bits going there, and the extension like so. And we've also got our wheel top accessories just in case. So yeah, there you have it. We'll go ahead and close that up. Make sure you don't pinch or catch any of the items there, especially the tubes. And go ahead and lock this in like so. Nice little compact package. There's still quite a bit of room for other items in here, but that's as much as I'd like to fill it. And we'll go ahead and weigh this all full with all the tools. 640 grams. Definitely not weight weenie, but you know, it is what it is. I'd rather add 640 grams to my bike and have all my tools with me instead of losing that 640 grams and being stuck in the middle of nowhere. Might as well lose some weight on your belly and carry this to save yourself. As you've seen in my video, the saddlebag has definitely come in handy, especially for the price. You can't beat it. Now, with all the tools that fit inside, including tire levers, the mini bike pump, as well as spare tubes and mini tool sets, you have everything in one place on the go for every single ride. I've placed some links below for the products on AliExpress. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment below on what type of saddlebag you use, as well as what's in your saddlebag. Until next time, ride on, ride safe, and have a good one.